What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. Today we'll be covering part 2 of the Failsafe story arc in Batman issue number 126 by writer Chip Zdarsky. But before we do, if you're new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you'll never miss out on what's happening on this channel. Also, my goal is to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so let's make that happen. And so without further ado, let's jump right into Batman issue number 126. Our story starts off with some off-panel monologuing, and while we see members of the Bat family suiting up, people like Nightwing, Spoiler, Barbara Gordon, etc., Batman tells us that when the light retreats, when the sun goes down, is when his soldiers come out to play, in an effort to protect the city, and to protect people in general. And back then, back when Bruce started out as Batman, he could have never have imagined where Batman and his work would have led him. He never dreamt of Batman having all these adventures and allies. Multiple Robins, Batman Incorporated, villains like the Joker, Two-Face, and the Court of Owls. Heck, even the Justice League. He didn't think that any of this was possible in the beginning. But the reason why he never thought this was because back then when Bruce was becoming Batman, he couldn't afford to. He couldn't afford the distraction, the ability to care or to love while on the battlefield. So it's safe to say that Bruce right now is feeling pretty isolated. And we get to witness that firsthand as Batman talks with a fully recovered Tim Drake, who was shot in the neck in the previous issue. And Batman's telling Tim that, he should have done a better job when he came to securing the gala. And because you messed up, because you were sloppy, it's why you got shot. So yeah, straight up, Batman is being a dick. It's like he wants Tim to quit. However, Tim bites back, which is fair, because from his view, he was saving people. And so this leads Tim to believe that him getting shot reminded Bruce of Jason Todd when it came to the Joker, or Alfred during City of Bane. It scared him. Later at Bruce's hideout, Bruce continues to have thoughts about being Batman. Basically, he's telling us that everyone within the Bat family deserves a better life and they deserve happiness. They don't deserve this life of fighting crime forever. Bruce has already taken an oath. He's already accepted the terms on what needs to be done when fighting crime. He knows that crime will never, go away. It's always going to be part of his world. And with the death of the Penguin, that only supports the immortal nature of crime. Because with Cobblepot out of the picture, low-level thugs have started to try and make a name for themselves among the streets of Gotham. Suddenly, that's when a robotic arm leaps out from the shadows and aims to smash Bruce Wayne. But because Batman is super dope and awesome, he's able to avoid death just in the nick of time. Now, Bruce tries his best to fight back against the robotic Batman, but it's to no avail. Rather, he knows that if he continues to stay and fight, it's only a matter of time before he gets killed. And so, like a boss, Bruce calls for his ride. And much how Sari, should respond to their respected users, the voice indicator picks up on Bruce's voice. And from there, the Batmobile just crashes through the wall to give Bruce a ride to somewhere much safer. Now, while grappling onto the Batmobile, it takes Batman down through the streets. But because he's using the grappling hook to hold on, it eventually gives in, which causes Batman to go tumbling across the street, while at the same time, he's informing Oracle that we have ourselves a new robotic enemy. And once more, Batman confronts the robot, and though he's thrown explosive batarangs one after another, it does nothing. Not even the littlest of dents are made. Dent. Shut up! Anyways, and again, Batman tries to retreat, but this time the robot grabs him by the cape and smashes him against the ground. Now, I gotta give George Jimenez the props here because the way that Batman's face looks when his cape is being grabbed by the robot, you can feel the oh shit expression all across his face. It's really some great stuff. But fortunately, our hero is saved, at least for the moment, because it's here where we see the arrival of the Bat family. We have Cassandra Cain, Spoiler, and Duke Signal. Not to mention, we also have Tim Drake. Now, seeing that Batman is wounded, Tim brings him to the car, but Batman tells Robin that this robot, this thing that they are fighting, it's called Failsafe. And with that, the two speed off in the Batmobile. But like the Terminator, Failsafe isn't stopping. Like a T-Rex from the Jurassic Park movie, this thing is just chasing after them, clearly with the intent of carving off Batman's face. But the night is saved with the arrival of the Boy Wonder himself, Nightwing. aka Dick Grayson shows up next, and he crashes his bike right into Failsafe. But despite giving our heroes a moment's respite, Failsafe is still standing, and he's walking right out of the fire. And hot damn, this thing is ready to kick ass and take names. From there, he jumps up and down, causing earthquakes in the middle of the street. And holy crap, Failsafe is just punching everyone in the face left and right, And while he's taking on Duke, the villain knocks off his helmet and then proceeds to scan the helmet in order to locate the bat caves that are placed all around Gotham. And one of these caves is one where Dr. Leslie Tompkins works, a place to patch up with the members of the Bat family. And so, like a horror movie villain, Failsafe steps out of the shadows, and after scaring the crap out of Leslie, Failsafe corners her and demands to know where Batman is. Picking back up with Robin and Batman, we see the duo end up at the main Batcave, under Wayne Manor, and with helping Batman out of the car, he walks away, telling Tim that he knows what to do. And this is where we get ourselves another monologue, basically saying that Bruce has softened as Batman. He's become that cool dad, the guy who has money and raises children to be crime fighters. And so right now he's having a midlife crisis. He realizes his life as Batman has trailed off course, and now he has to fix it. And while he's changing suits, we pick up with Tim, who's on the call with Oracle. But once Tim turns around, once he sees Bruce, it's obvious to him that Batman is different, because it's here where we see Batman with a whole new set of colors. And with that, he calls himself the Batman. Because as we know in life, especially in disposable media, the sells. And that, folks, was the end of Batman, issue number 126. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. Overall, I enjoyed this issue. Failsafe is definitely giving me those Ultron vibes, but with a mix of the Terminator, which is terrible for Batman, but amazing for me. You gotta bring the A game to suspense, and Chip Zdarsky certainly does. Now, I will say this issue is basically a long action sequence with few captions to, to add to the story. So I'm hoping for the next issue, it gives us more plot. Again, I trust Chip, and I think the man is a phenomenal writer. Yet at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up because, I've been burned before. Cough, cough, Donny Cates, cough, cough. But yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload. And so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 127? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.